So this is the market, everybody. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll hear me banging on about this market and how amazing it is and how big it is. I'm a little bit late to show you all the interesting shops that you find in here and things that you can buy, all the interesting stalls. I mean, there's literally everything you can think of. But seeing as I'm walking past it, I did just want to give you a quick glimpse of it. I will come one day when it's all open so you can get a better idea and you can see exactly what they sell here. You can see everybody's starting to close down the shops, look. So unfortunately everything is closed. You know, being markets as they are, probably many of you have similar in your countries. We do in the UK, not as many of them as we used to do, unfortunately, but we do have them. Where I'm from, you can see one stall here, look, down there. And where I'm from in the UK, my northern hometown of Leeds, although I am from the Oxdales, which is actually about 15-20 miles outside the city of Leeds, but it comes into the Leeds borough, so it's a Leeds postcode. And we have a fantastic market in Leeds city centre. It's quite famous actually, and it's very similar to this, not quite as big as this anymore, and obviously the prices are not as good as what you find here. That is partly due to the exchange rate, of course, whatever your currency turns out to be. But just look at how big this market is. It goes on and on and on, and this is just the first part with the inside shops, I like to call them. I think it's kind of cool how they're all little shops here like this. And then if you go further up to the top, you come out at the top part, that's where all the fruits and vegetables and things like that are. And this is where you will see your traditional, what you would call market stalls, I guess. I've got a beautiful, strong whiff of coffee coming at me right now, which is making me want a cup of coffee, being that I am, well, a little bit mad when it comes to my coffee habit. But I need it. I cannot function without coffee. And if you know me well enough, you will know that I drink, let me see, about 12 double espressos a day. Actually, what I do is I have my coffee so strong, like an espresso, but I drink at least a litre of it in the morning. So there you go, me and my weird coffee habit. But enough about me, let's take you outside on this bit here. I think you can see actually there are still some stalls packing up here, so you do get to see a few of the fruit and vegetable stalls and things like that. I think I've learned that these fruit and vegetable stalls, they tend to stay later, so they tend not to close down as early as some of the others do. So I guess that's because they want to get rid of as much of their produce as they can, because otherwise that may spoil, being that it is fresh produce, very often brought from farms, home gardens, markets, those types of things. So there you are, you get a glimpse of the market, and here you can see the outside stalls, look. So there we go, all packing up with the fruits and vegetables. So pretty cool, or what? So look at all them stalls there. This is where I come to get my fruits and vegetables. I'm going to be coming here one day, getting some ingredients, and one of the things I'm going to be doing on my YouTube channel is a cooking segment, cooking Ukrainian food. Borscht will be the thing that will feature first, of course, as it should be, and then we'll move on to vareniki and breads and other types of things. But if you know me already, you know that I've spoken about these things live in Spaces. I did used to do a food segment live on Volya Radio and on Marie Report previously to that, and I have talked about the history of Ukrainian borscht, which is really interesting actually. So think about if you've got any questions related to that, because when I make my borscht, I'm going to be doing it live for you all to see this time. I will be doing live videos, and if you have any questions about the history, I would love to answer those, because actually when I did the history of borscht, I went right back to the beginning and the precursor to borscht, and that is between the 4th and 5th centuries. And you may find it interesting to know that actually beetroot did not feature in borscht until about the 15th century. So you may all think that borscht was always ever made with beetroot, But it wasn't always. As is ever the way things happen, things change over time. And like I said, borscht was added around the 15th century. Look at all those sacks of potatoes there. Wow. Ooh, cabbages, onions, goodness me. All sorts of different things. Well, I don't think I need a sack of them. There's only me and Karina, of course. And so I will be making vegetarian borscht, by the way, because Karina is vegetarian. Sorry, I was just going past that lady, so I was apologising because she's trying to sweep up. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Ate Bay. If you're lucky, I might do a little video there, and I will show you what you can get in there. Bye bye.